Stay behind me.
Long time no see, Raguna. Can you smell that? Sweet old Margarita's restaurant. Come on, come on! Let's go stuff our faces already.
Let's take care of important matters first. You'll eat well soon. I promise.
Yeah, I know. We're here to find Cardathea. I still can't believe Tethys couldn't unlock the Sentinel's relic we found in Septimon.
At least now we know it's called a civilization capsule. It probably holds key legacy data left behind by the Sentinel.
Like some ancient data recorder, right? But Tethys said to unlock it, we'll need the Leviathan's power. If it's really from the Sentinel, why do we need the Threnodian's power for that?
Maybe because they fused together at some point.
Oh, well, guess that's why we need to find Cardathea. Maybe she'll know a workaround. The Black Shores warned that the waters in Raguna are acting weird again. Gotta be extra careful. And you know, something feels off in the city, too. It's not as cheerful as when we left it. Yeah, and they just threw a huge carnival not long ago, too.
Amid howling winds, rising storms, and ghosts adrift, I heard the captain's call.
Look, over there! Isn't that Brant and Regia? Wow, the troop of fools is putting on a show!
Hoist the sails, O humanity! The abyss and the summit have entwined. Your only path now is forward, bold and uncharted. You stand on the precipice. Now is the hour to decide your fate, to plant the seed of your highest hope, and watch it bloom into tomorrow.
Captain, why do you burn alone in your own flames?
If you do not first become ashes, how will you rebuild? Embrace your fire. Embrace your grief. Go into your solitude. I love those who dare to create, who strive to transcend. For in doing so, their old selves are destroyed. Yes, so they might reach the shores of a new life.
The journey onward is perilous. To stand still is perilous. To look back is also perilous. To tremble and falter is perilous. Now, I begin to understand what truly makes a hero great. It is to stand before humanity's deepest sorrow and its highest hope.
Oh, how I love those whose souls remain rich and vast, even when wounded, even when the smallest risk could spell doom. They leap without hesitation into the unknown. Should you stand alone, suffering in the endless dark, today, may you hold fast to every last ember of courage and hope.
Life is but a walking shadow. A poor player who struts and frets his hour upon the stage, and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by fools, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing.
Where am I? That was Christophora's voice just now. Is this another one of his illusions? Buling's bronze mirror isn't responding.
Amid the endless cycle of surging tides, she plunges into fate's swirling maelstrom once more. Soon, she will wear a new crown, one ordained by fate, never to be defied. Her fate was written long ago. What remains is but a fleeting moment of stolen peace. What you see before you is fate itself. And now, with every step you take, you stir the tides into motion. Is it fate that rules over man, or man who commands fate? I await your answer to this question.
What is this place? Through me, walk the path of glorious ascension. Through me, enter the city of eternal bliss. All who enter must first forsake all hope. These tacit discords, why aren't they attacking?
Harbinger, open the gates of paradise for us.
You'd better leave. This place isn't leading to any salvation. Leviathan, I will deliver you her death.
Rover?
We could try this. Nightmare Awakener.
Oh, you're finally awake. 1 second I'm fine. The next, my head's spinning. And you're face down on the ground.
I'm fine. What I saw, though.
Sounds like the same thing happening to the people here. From what I've heard, many Raganesi have been having peculiar dreams lately. Even some of our troop members, too. The details vary, but they all end the same way. The fall of Renacida. And it's not just in Dreamland either. Rover, I'm not sure if you've heard, but there have been strange rumors appearing across Renacida lately. Even in Septimont, folks claim they've seen tacit discords not of this land in the wilds, or the ghosts of their ancestors.
Thanks to all these oddities, the mood in Raguna has gone sour. The troupe performed today because Brant thought a new play to lighten the mood might give the people some hope.
But here's the odd part. Only Renacidans seem to be having these dreams. Visitors are spared. The same should be true of you. The tacit discords in the stormy sea have been more restless lately. And the siren songs, well, they've started sounding an awful lot like the Order's hymns. We'll keep gathering intel on our end. Might be worth asking around the city to see who else has been experiencing this. Renacida's tides don't lie. Watch your back.
What were those tacit discords whispering about? The gates of paradise? And the word harbinger? Could they mean the harbinger of the dark tide? The only harbinger of the dark tide is Fenrico. But he should still be sealing the dark tide at the orders for Brigatorium. That figure I saw in Cardathia's murder. I came back to find her, so I should look for her first. She might know what's at the root of all this. Is that Cantarella up ahead?
Rover, what brings you back to the inverted tower so suddenly?
Something's come up. I need Cardathia's help to deal with it. Did something unusual happen here?
I've only just arrived. For now, everything appears to be in order. I didn't come because of any disturbance. There are matters I, too, need to discuss with Cardathia.
Cantarella?
How could this happen?
That woman.
Leviathan, I will deliver you her death.
Why does this scene match what I saw in that dreamland? Her tacit mark. Look, it's flickering. Cantarella, she's...
No. Something's wrong. It's strange. I can't sense any frequency from her, and yet... she is still resonating with something.
A resonator's frequency is usually gone when they die, right? This doesn't make any sense.
There's something even stranger. Cardathea had her sword in hand. With her strength, how could she fall to an intruder like that? And
The Sword of Divinity, sealed with a portion of the Sentinel's power. Could what we're seeing be a result of that power of separation being awake?
there's something even stranger. Spent casings. These traces. Could they be from the Dark Tide?
Ugh, you bet they are. I'd know that stench anywhere. And I caught the same frequency on that freak who jumped out earlier.
There's something even stranger. The inverted tower itself is a sealed sonoro. Only the Vesalias know it exists. So how did she find it? And she broke through the stained glass from the outside. Physically, not by tearing through the sonorosphere. But Cardathea has complete control over the tower. If someone had intruded, would she There's something even stranger. Cantarella, you never did get to say what brought you here.
Cardathea reached out to me with an urgent matter to discuss. She gave no details, only insisting that I come at once. With the strange phenomena stirring across Raguna, I feared it might be linked to the Dark Tide, or Leviathan.
Was what I saw really just an illusion? I saw this. Her death. Exactly as it's happening now. That woman. She was using Dark Tide energy. Could she be another Harbinger? Whatever the case, we need to find the one who did this. I want answers.
Leave Cardathea to me. I'll bring her back to the Phasalia estate and keep her safe. The rest, I entrust to you.
This nose? I could track the Dark Tide blindfolded. Let's follow the stench and hunt down this killer. That's weird. The trail ends here, but... my head's starting to spin again.
It's the Dark Tide's energy messing with you again. You can rest. I'll search the area. Abby. Asleep already. That drowsiness should have worn off by now. Since leaving the inverted tower, Raguna's sky, what happened to it?
Spear of glory! Pierce through! Slipped away again. By this spear, I vow to protect my allies and crush the hearts of the evil.
Avidius? What are you doing out here?
What any gladiator of Septimont is born to do. Hunting. But you, Your Grace, you vanished without a word. What brings you back in such a hurry? That's a long story. Let's speak of more pressing matters. Are you after the Thundering Mephis as well?
No. I'm tracking someone else.
Silver hair and violet eyes, cloaked in cursed shadow-lit flame. So you seek the one they call Discord Slayer.
Discord Slayer. Sounds like you know something about her.
Yes, she's on my radar. I suspect the recent Tacit Discord outbreak in Raguna City is tied to her presence. Your Grace hasn't heard. It struck not long ago. I had gone there in search of the Quill Bearer. While gathering information, the city was suddenly overrun. To be precise, they looked more like spawn of the Dark Tide. The outbreak has since been contained, but the Genesis Nexus was damaged. Without it, common echoes can't be used, and Raguna is no longer secure. The Montellis and the Order agreed to evacuate all civilians to Averado Vault, where private echoes can still be deployed. It's the only way to protect them.
A TD outbreak. Right after I left. But while I was there, I didn't even sense a ripple.
The Thundering Mephis has fled. The path ahead is safe.
Thank you for your help, Gladiator. Averado Vault isn't far from here. We can handle the rest of the journey.
Now, about the Discord Slayer you seek. The townsfolk shared some troubling whispers. She may call herself that, but witnesses have seen her alongside swarms of Tacet Discords, leading them like troops into battle. What's more, many have confirmed that the unrest across Raguna coincides exactly with her appearances. The time and place match perfectly. I even crossed paths with her on the road to Raguna. I sensed a malicious frequency we both know well. The Dark Tide. Of course. Even if she didn't cause the outbreak in Raguna City, the connection is undeniable. The Dark Tide is Rinasita's ancient enemy. If you're hunting her, allow me to join you and lend my aid.
Do you have any leads on her whereabouts now?
If I'm correct,
The Thundering Mephis we encountered is also a Dark Tide creation. This frequency it left behind, we can track it, and from there draw out the Discord Slayer herself. To that end, we'll need this.
An Anchor Stone. You brought that all the way from Septimont?
A habit picked up on the hunt. You're no stranger to its use either, Your Grace. Looks like I'm fortunate to be hunting alongside you again. Take note. Enemies ahead. Dark Tide creations. Grant them the oblivion they deserve.
Annihilation! We'll face judgment!
What a hollow existence. Who scripted your delusions?
You mentioned you left Tetragon Temple to search for the Quill Bearer here in Raguna, right?
I grew weary of waiting. When I heard rumors of his presence in Raguna, I came to find him myself. No trace of him yet, but I've learned this much. Here, no verses were ever penned about me. The Ragunesi know not my name, past, nor the prophecy I once carried. Here, I am a completely blank. If my former existence was just a fabrication, an idea of some hero of heroes crafted to Septimont's expectations, then perhaps here in Raguna I am free to write my own story, free to define my own existence, free to create a reality of my own. This matters more than finding him. I will break free from his narrative and become the master.
Your fate is what you want it to be. No one else could decide who you are. No one has the right to dismiss your efforts and dreams with some absurd idea of destiny. You'll find your own truth.
You honor me. I hope to prove worthy of that belief. The anchor stone is holding strong. Let's push forward. Our destination is up ahead. Is that an entrance to a paradimensional tacit field? Raguna's geographical records haven't documented this. Do you feel that? That ominous energy? Huh. The anchor stone confirms the Thundering Mephis is hiding here. Very well. I stand with you. Whatever comes, you have my sword.
What happened? Where's Avidius? We're all inside at the same time. It's the Thundering Mephis.
Open the gates.
So you just battling without thinking.
That voice. Discord Slayer.
combat instincts. Steady your resolve. Do not let its whispers sway you.
Pain and hallucinations are fading. Is she helping me?
Good. See that cocoon in the center? Thundering Mephis is just there. That right there is the core of its domain. Destroy it. Then the monster and its illusion will unravel together.
The wicked will face judgment. Wind howls, unfettered by bounds. It worked. But who are you? And what did you do to Cardathea?
Now is not the time for stories. But I'll tell you this. I'm here to kill the Harbinger of the Dark Tide. To stop a greater calamity.
I can't hear her voice anymore. Time to leave the...
Rover! Are you unharmed? You vanished the moment we entered the Tacit Field.
I'm fine. So it's gone? Phidias, did you see anything after we got separated?
The thundering Mephis was nowhere in sight. But I did observe a peculiar figure. I couldn't see his face clearly, but I heard him call himself Caligula. Caligula was a tyrant feared throughout Septimon's history. Notorious for his cruelty that defied reason, the world remembers him as the Mad King. Legends say he wielded a vile black resonance energy, and the worst calamities ever stirred by the Dark Tide all began with him. He didn't fight it. He embraced it, commanded its abominations, bent them to his will, but not before he left a curse. I shall become the very history and memory of Septimon, so long as fear lingers in your hearts.
The power to command the Dark Tide's creations. Only a Harbinger could do that. That Discord Slayer said she's hunting the Harbinger to stop a greater calamity. If that's true, then everything happening across Raguna might be she pulled me from the illusion. If she's the cause of this chaos, why help me? This isn't making sense. Harbinger, who are you?
Rover, traces of the Dark Tide's frequency still linger where the paradimensional Tacit Field collapsed. The anchor stone is useless now. The signal is blocked by some sort of spatial layer.
Augusta said the Dark Tide spoke to her when it swallowed her whole. Maybe I can learn something that way. My telepathic ability should give me a way in.
Telepathy? Your Grace is versed in many arts. I don't doubt your abilities, but this is the Dark Tide. Reckless contact could... I don't want to see another tragedy like what befell Septimon.
We're falling behind. The Discord Slayer knows far more than we do. We need to find her. And fast. I'm not letting any lead slip past us. I can't see anything. I'm only getting jumbled voices. Focus. I should be able to hear something.
Okay, everybody listen. Don't panic. Take the lift. It will bring you to safety.
The prototype echoes in the depositories. Activate them all.
Those voices. Zani and Carlotta? They're in Alvarado Vault. The Dark Tide creations could be appearing there.
It's currently sheltering a large number of civilians.
Let's not waste time. We leave now.
Zani, status of the evacuation.
80% of Raguna's residents have been relocated. But the troop of fools hit a storm while ferrying people from the Riccioli Islands. Rough seas out there.
Trust them to see it through.
Miss Carlotta, we've cleared the depositories as ordered, ready to receive incoming supplies.
Good. Renacita's greatest treasure has always been the people who built it. The next Cloudpather Express is due at any moment. Be ready to offload.
Understood, ma'am.
Rover! If you mean the incident in Laguna, you've likely already heard. A horde of tacit discords has overrun the city, and common echoes are out of control.
Evacuation here is still on track. No anomalies detected in Alvarado Vault. Yet. Your assistance is appreciated, Seravidius. The residents from Egla Town have all been accounted for.
I am simply fulfilling my duty.
Strange. I clearly sense the Dark Tide's presence around here. So why does everything seem normal?
Gunfire! We've got intruders.
These Tidespawn, they've evolved fast. Mutation? Or... And sure enough.
Entering a restricted zone armed without triggering a single alarm.
Be careful. Her abilities are not normal.
All this by her hand.
Fiction and reality are starting to blur. Don't put your faith in appearances. That is what they really are.
The Dark Tide can corrupt, and you carry its power. What proof do we have this isn't your doing?
You don't. Believe whatever you want.
By the sacred statues of the divinity, evil shall know no peace. Only the righteous may taste eternity. Wickedness shall be purged by the blade, and those who consort with calamity shall fall. Galbrenna, demon wrought from ruin, you are not welcome here.
Enrico? Why would he be here?
You have slaughtered my flock and ushered in ruin. The Sentinel's wrath is already upon you. I will cast you back into damnation myself before your carnage spreads any further. You should be howling in the Styx's depths, your soul aflame in the pit's cruelest fire, forever.
If you're offering me a shortcut back to hell, I'd honestly appreciate the favor.
Your heart holds no reverence for the divine. Only desecration and scorn. Demon, your sins are ripe for judgment. By the highest will's command, I shall strike down all that you have wrought. Justice shall be done.
She could have dodged that. But she took the hit to shield a civilian. And Fenrico. He knew innocents were here, but didn't hold back at all.
Righteous one, I come to cleanse Rinascita of a traitorous demon and avenge the blood debts of my people. Why raise your blade again? Rinascita teeters on the edge of collapse. Now, more than ever, we must uphold the tenets of unity and salvation. The path to deliverance lies within the civilization capsule. Entrust it to me. By the authority bestowed upon me, I will open the gates to the divine paradise.
Unless you're not Fenrico at all. Who are you? What do you want?
Bloodshed cannot be avoided. Blood must pay for blood. The path born of injustice must be fortified with further transgressions. My goal is pure, singular. All I've done so Rinascita survives the divine reckoning and rises as a land free from sorrow. No understanding is needed, only faith. When all hope seems lost, we are the beginning and the end. The absolution and the grace. Hand over the civilization capsule.
So, the civilization capsule is your goal after all. Lost your patience, have you?
Death is the fruit of transgression. To resist it is to defy the will of the divinity.
You and your divinity cannot end me! And these dark tide shams. Today, you face your reckoning.
I am the enlightened one, anointed by the divinity and crowned by fate itself.
Ah, so you're the core of these abominations. Took long enough to hunt you down. Still pretending that mask isn't cracked.
Mocked by fate, whispering poison, a demon reviled by all. You wield the Dark Tide's power, yet you dare judge me?
It's too bad I'm not the one judging. If the Dark Tide's power isn't enough to convince, How about we try this? The envoys declare the guilt, but Imperator is the only true judge. By the light of Imperator, repent!
It's the light of Genesis.
Looks like the judgment. These hollow existences don't need your mercy. Protect the civilization capsule. That's what they're really after.
How were they able to disguise themselves as humans?
I've never heard of any possessing such ability.
Time's a bed now. Don't hesitate. Let's end them all.
The one mimicking the primal in the heart. Take it down, and the rest will collapse with it.
It's calling in more of them. We'll need to clear the rubble while waiting for it.
That which cometh shall walk upon the land. It shall work great wonders and mark the flesh of its great form. All who have ears to hear, let them hear.
Moment of resonance. Strike from the shadows. Swift and resolute. No hesitation. Hopefully this helps.
Take this! Still recognize me? Victory favors me! Masterpiece complete.
Ovidius, you have received the blessing of my master. Serve your true divinity.
I shall never back down! Rover, now!
Another dimension. Within the civilization capsule. But
Permissions detected, Arbiter. Lifting imposed restriction. First instance initiated. All probabilistic futures now revealed. Outcome verified. Blueprint compiled. Advancing to phase 2.